Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make this crochet hat. It has a big bobble, it has ear muffs and ties. To make this hat, you're going to need 200 yards of main color. You're going to have some left over. And you're going to need 150 yards of contrast color, so that's this rainbow. And that will include what you need for the pom-pom. I also used a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. And the ears are double-sided. Alright, let's get started. We're going to start off with the magic circle. So my tail is down here and my working yarn is up there. Make a circle. And then for round 1, we're going to pull up a loop and chain 2. Now, chains do not count as stitches. And we're going to be working over the loop and the tail. We're going to do 10 double crochets into the ring. After the 10 double crochets are done, you're going to pull on your yarn to cinch it. Then you're going to slip stitch into the top of that very first double crochet. Now for round 2, we're going to use our second color. I'm using this rainbow yarn. So we're going to chain 2 with the main color. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet with the main color. And then 1 front post double crochet into that same stitch with the contrast color. So I just double crocheted into the top of the stitch, and now I'm going to go in to the post of the stitch and do the contrast color. So now they're both attached. So once again, 1 double crochet with the main color, and then front post double crochet into that same stitch with the contrast color. And I'm going to do this all the way around till I get back to the beginning, and you should end up with 20 stitches. When I'm back to the beginning, I'm going to slip stitch to join in the round with the main color, and all the slip stitches are going to be done with the main color. This is what I have. This is round 2 finished. Now for round 3, we're going to chain 2 with the main color again. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets with the main color. And then a front post double crochet with the contrast color. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. When you get back to the beginning, you're going to slip stitch once again with the main color. And this is round 3 finished. Now for round 4, we're going to chain 2 again. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets with the main color. Then we're going to cable. So we're going to take the contrast color and we're going to cable, front post double crochet into this front post double crochet down here. Then we're going to take the main color and front post double crochet this stitch, the one in front of this one. So we're twisting these 2 stitches right here. You're going to repeat that all the way around until we get back to the beginning, and we should have 40 stitches. When you get back to the beginning, you're going to slip stitch as usual with the main color. Now we're going to go on to round 5. You're going to chain 2 with the main color and do 2 double crochets. Then we're going to do 2 front post double crochets with the contrast color. So 1, 2, and then 1 front post double crochet with the main color. You're going to repeat this all the way around, and you're going to end up with 50 stitches. At the end of round 5, the diameter of my work measures 4.5 inches. And we're going to slip stitch into the top. And that is the end of round 5. For round 6, we're going to chain 2. And then do 2 double crochets. Then we're going to do 2 front post double crochets with the main color. We're going to cable again. Then we're going to cable back with the contrast color and do 2 front post double crochets with the contrast color. So what we're doing is we are twisting again. I'm just going to repeat this all the way around. Alright, when you get back to the beginning, you're going to slip stitch with that main color again. This is what the end of round 6 looks like. You should have 60 stitches at the end of round 6. So now we are done increasing. 60 stitches is what we're going to have for the hat. It should measure 5.25 inches across. Of course, you can stretch it. Alright guys, we're going to go on to round 7. So chain 2 with your main color. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets. And then we're simply going to work out these stitches. So we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. With the main color in those 2 stitches there. And then we're going to do 2 front post double crochets with the contrast color in these stitches here. So we're going to repeat that from around. So 2 double crochets, 2 front post double crochets with the main color, and 2 front post double crochets with the contrast color. When you get back to the beginning, you're going to slip stitch with the main color as normal, and then we're going to go on to round 8. So for round 8, we're going to chain 2, and then do 2 double crochets. Now we're going to cable these 2 middle stitches right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to cable 2 and 3. So do 1 front post double crochet, with your main color. Then we're going to cable. So do 1 front post double crochet with your contrast color. Then we're going to go back and cable this with the black. So 1 front post double crochet with your main color. So see that we're twisting these two, and then finish that off with 1 front post double crochet with your contrast color. And just repeat that all the way around. Alright guys, so this is the end of round 8, and I've already slip stitched. You guys should know that part by now. Alright, we're going to go on to round 9. So go ahead and chain 2 and do your 2 double crochets. Then we're just going to work out the stitches. So 1 front post double crochet with your main color, 1 front post double crochet with your contrast color, 1 front post double crochet with your main color, and 1 front post double crochet with your contrast color. See how these two stitches are twisted? And we're just going to repeat that all the way around till we get back to the beginning. You should still have 60 stitches. Alright, now we're going to go on to round 10. I've already slip stitched with my main color. So chain 2. And go ahead and do those 2 double crochets. Now we're going to wrap these. So we're going to take these 2 first and then put them behind these 2 in front. So front post double crochet here, 2 cable, front post double crochet here, and now we're going to go back and pull these 2 stitches in front. So front post double crochet main color, and then go back and grab your contrast color. So we're just cabling 2. And then you're going to repeat that from around until you get back to the beginning. See, we've twisted these 2 stitches. Alright guys, so I've already slip stitched and we're going to go on to round 11. So for round 11, we're going to chain 2 and do 2 double crochets. Then we are going to do 1 front post double crochet, one front post double crochet with your contrast color, then 1 front post double crochet with your main color, and then 1 front post double crochet with your contrast color. So you can see here how it just evens out those stitches, so you can see the twist clearly. And we're just going to repeat that around until we get back to the beginning. Alright guys, I've already slip stitched and we're going to go on to round 12. Round 12 is exactly the same as round 11. So chain 2, which I've already done, do 2 double crochets, and then we're just going to front post double crochet. So front post double crochet, one front post double crochet with your contrast color, then one front post double crochet with your main color, and then one front post double crochet with your contrast color. And we're just going to repeat that around until we get back to the beginning. Alright, so this is what the end of round 12 looks like, and we're going to go on to round 13. So go ahead and chain 2 and do 2 double crochets. Now we're going to front post double crochet this very first stitch. And now we're going to cable these 2 middle stitches. So front post double crochet the next main color stitch. Then with your contrast color, go back and grab this to cable. And then simply front post double crochet your last contrast color stitch. So at the end of this round, you should have your 2 main color stitches on the right and your 2 contrast color stitches on the left. Just repeat that around until you get back to the beginning. Alright, now we're going to go on to round 14. So chain 2 and do your 2 double crochets. Then we're just going to work out these stitches. So we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. With your main color, and then 2 front post double crochets with your contrast color. So it's going to look like this. And just repeat that around till you get back to the beginning. Alright guys, now we're going to go on to round 15. Round 15 is exactly the same as round 14. So chain 2 and do 2 double crochets. And then you're going to do 2 front post double crochets with the main color. And then 2 front post double crochets with the contrast color. And just repeat that all the way around until you get back to the beginning. Now we're going to go on to round 16. So go ahead and chain 2 and then do 2 double crochets. Now we're going to cable these 4 stitches. So start out with your contrast color and cable 2. Then with your main color, go back and grab these 2 stitches, doing the front post double crochet and cable 2. We're going to twist these 2 stitches and repeat that from around. Alright guys, we're going to go on to round 17. So chain 2 and then do 2 double crochets. Then we're going to front post double crochet with your contrast color twice. Then we're going to front post double crochet with your main color twice. And we're going to repeat that from around to get back to the beginning. Alright guys, so we're on our last row of the hat for the hat portion. So you're going to chain 2, do 2 double crochets, 2 front post double crochets with your contrast color, and then 2 front post double crochets with your main color. And you're going to repeat that all the way around until you get back to the beginning.